It's a great combination. Some warm barbecue, some cold beer, and some great music. It's kind of a lifestyle, if you will.
Before we took over Smoke Daddy, the focus wasn't on like cooking it for a real long time at a low temperature, really focusing on how tender is the meat when it's coming out and all the prep that you do before you actually throw it in a smoker. For me, that was basically what made it feel better, made it come around.
We have 3 different sauces, and it really highlights the meat. It doesn't smother or cover up, and we've got some of the greatest sides in the world. It's the complete package of a great barbecue restaurant.
From, your everyday hipsters to, your preppy. It's a great restaurant to have a good mix of people that come in.
Young and old, all different walks of life. It's just people that really enjoy when people put their heart and soul into food, and that's something that barbecue really exemplifies, and I think we do a nice job with that.
So, Colin, you say that Smoke Daddy smokes the competition. Tell us why you chose it.
I've been going to Smoke Daddy probably the past 4 years, and it's been consistently excellent every time I've been there, sometimes even better than excellent. The barbecue obviously takes center stage there, and it's really a great blend between the kind of the smoky flavors, the sweetness, and the tang. And they just do an excellent job with their barbecue, whether it's the ribs or the brisket. My wife prefers the cheeseburger daddy style, which has the cut-up brisket on it, and so that's a favorite of hers. And even the sides are excellent as well. The beans have a little bit of zip on it, and even down to the jalapeno cornbread with the little pieces of jalapeno cut up in there. I think they just do an excellent job.
You smell the barbecue. I mean, it just like hits you, and it's like those one places that you'll say, like, you know what, it's gonna be great food.
Yeah.
And we ordered our a pulled pork nachos, which was like humongous. I mean, like they said, okay, like that's a really big food, and we ordered bigger portions. Well, I guess we didn't order. That's how they come, right? I ordered one of the rib sampler, and they were laughing at me, and they said, like, man, you're gonna feel like Fred Flintstone on those because it was like really big. I mean, it was like, and they were very tasty.
There's no petite eating with barbecue.
No.
Yeah. But actually, Dorothy, you lived in Austin for 4 years. I mean, did this sort of measure up to what you had in
Yes,
Texas?
yes. Coming from,
even though there's regional differences, but
yes, I mean, it was the food was. I mean, there's some places in Chicago and probably even Southside, but they do have some where you can just taste liquid smoke on it. I mean, it's not even really barbecue.
Andy, you don't live too far away from this place.
Not at all. You know, and I'm always up and down, cruising division and always looking for something to go to. And, Smoke Daddy is like, that's a great place. We had the nachos as well. Like, I would definitely go back for those nachos. Those were awesome. I had when I went for my entree, I had I think it was called the Big Old Daddy or something. It was like, it was like a taste of the daddy.
As a guy, how could you not order the Big Old Daddy?
Seriously, I saw that, and it was like dollar signs in my eyes. I'm like, all right. It was perfect. It was a half slab of ribs, and then it had, brisket, pulled pork, couple sides, macaroni and cheese, really good macaroni and cheese. The only thing that I found just off was the brisket was really, really salty and a little dry. Like, I felt like
it was very lean.
It was incredibly lean. Like, I want a little bit of fat. And I love brisket's one of my favorites. Yeah. So it was other than that, I thought it was flawless. It was really good.
Recommending a barbecue restaurant in Chicago is a pretty tall order. What makes their barbecue so good, in your opinion?
I think they get all the flavors right. It's I think Dorothy mentioned earlier, sometimes the barbecue is a little over smoked, or sometimes it's too sauced. I think Smoke Daddy's has a really nice balance. Yeah, it's barbecue, but it's well balanced barbecue. And then I think if you add in the two sides for each entree, it's a pretty good value, right? And the barbecue beans are excellent. The mac and cheese is tremendous, and even their coleslaw, it's a little on the lighter side, is pretty good as well.
Barbecue places tend not to put too much thought into decor, yet this place is kind of different. I mean, they really kind of took some liberties as far as like the decor of the place and making it feel sort of of an era.
It was really nice with they have a little small bar, I guess, for the stage for the music to play in. you walk in, you have the little bar in there, and then the tables on the side. You know, it's more open than, you know, it's really open for a small place, if you can say that. It's a small, you know, and you go in, there's families, we're walking their strollers, and you have just little kids who are eating, you know, ribs. You know, and it was really good.
I like it. I like the old school booths. I'm a big fan of a booth that's comfortable, that you can kind of just crawl up in. And then I like the, you know, they got the old pictures on the wall of some of the old Chicago blues guys, as well as, you know, got some other maybe guitars and stuff on the walls. It just kind of adds to a little bit of the vibe there.
It's not very big, you know. Yet the stage is right there. When they do have live music, is it loud? Is it comfortable?
It's loud, but you are comfortable. They're not blowing you out of the building, so you can stay there. And we typically like to have dinner right before the music starts, and then once the music's starting, we're transitioning into other activities like drinking.
Colin, I have to ask.
Yeah.
I noticed, maybe it was just the day that I was there, but the staff is really attractive.
That is true. Right? I probably, you know,
Yeah,
shouldn't be
whoever's doing the hiring has a specific eye.
Yeah, no, they're doing a
men
good
and
job.
women both.
Service
Men
is
and
great.
women both. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good-looking staff. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that just a fluke, or is that...
No, I think it's good hiring. I mean, it's, you know, give it up for Smoke Daddy. They're working it at all angles here.
No, and then they have the shirts in the back that say, "Who's your daddy?" It's like, yeah,
All
you
right.
could be my daddy. All right, Colin, you picked Smoke Daddy. Give us a summary.
Excellent barbecue in a very friendly, laid-back environment, and they do a tremendous job.
Dorothy?
It's a great place to be. It's beautiful. The foods are humongous, but the whole place is really something that you want to go back in again.
Andy?
If you're on Division and you're looking for, you know, you don't want a burger, you want some barbecue, Smoke Daddy's it.
Well, you can fill up on barbecue at Smoke Daddy, 1804 West Division Street, 773-772-6656. They're open for lunch and dinner every day. Limited reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $25.